What's up, guys? I'm jdthemightymesprit. So last video I made my pickups video, which nobody saw. If you guys haven't seen it, please go watch it. I mentioned in my pickup video that I was boosting my PlayStation 3 collection, and I was gonna do a video on my collection. Unfortunately, I do not have a lot of PlayStation 3 games. I mean, it's good enough for the video, but in terms of quality, but not enough for an actual collection video, from in my eyes. But as a compromise, I think I might as well do some other videos regarding stuff in my collection. So for this one, I wanted to talk about, and this is something I've never done before, so it's my first time doing it. These are my top 10, 10 favorite items in my collection as a game collector, or actually as a game collector in a college age, as I mentioned before. Now, just a heads up, I did not mention this in video. I only mentioned this in the description, so I might as well take the opportunity now. This video is not meant as a bragging or say look what I have or look like what you don't. This is just me showing some of my 10 of my favorite pieces in my collection, and I really hope you enjoyed. Oh, and one more thing. One of the items on my list, I decided not to with. You could probably see it over there. I actually took a picture of it on my phone, so you're gonna see it as a picture on my phone and not the actual me lifting up. It's because I want to keep it safe, but I have a reason why I'm doing it. So when we get to it, I will point it out. Anyway, let's get started, and I really hope you enjoy. So, coming in at number 10, we have one of my recent Xbox 360 editions, and also one of the rarest games on the 360. We have Raiden Fighter Aces. I did not showcase this in my pickup video, because I just got this. The reason why it's number 10 and one of my favorite pieces, let's take a look at this box art. This box art screams, hell yeah. It's so damn cool. Yeah, it's a part of 3 arcade games, 3 shoot 'em ups. And they're actually really cool. I mean, that's just what I asked. Even the back is actually really cool as well. But I want you to take a look at the spine. This spine is actually the reason why this game made it on my list. This is probably supposed to be my favorite spine on the Xbox 360. I mean, look at that art. It just screams you're on a jet. It's not, even the logo fits. You can see the logo fits really well with it. And yes, before I mentioned, this is authentic. I ordered this off of eBay, but this is really cool to have. And again, and there's nothing much to say about this one, but other than this is my favorite spine, which is why it's on the list. Alright, time for number 9. Alright, coming in at number 9, we have one of my most expensive N64 games, but also a fantastic game, and it's Mario Party 3. This is Mario Party 3 complete in box. So I have a story with this one. So the reason why it's one of my favorite pieces is because I've been seeing footage about this game for a very long time, and I've always wanted to play this one. And the problem was I've never been able to find a copy. I never owned N64 back then, and when I did, I had Mario Party 1, but it didn't work, and I accidentally wrote the whole thing. Huge mistake. Wasn't in best condition, so it's fine. This is actually in really good condition, and obviously I have a box protector to protect it. And this is actually one of the probably the only N64 game that I beat. I spent so much time with this, which is actually really cool. So yeah, and one time my brother actually accidentally was playing around to the point that he actually knocked out the system. I got so angry. I was so worried that this could break and I could lose my save data. But thankfully, it was able to get back to work, and I was able to defeat the final boss. So I was really upset about it, but also at the same time, so in a way it's kind of like a movie in a way, to where like an epic, to where the hero has to give up, there must be a war point to where the hero has to give up, has to admit defeat, but then he goes back and to defeat the villain. It's like in that bag, kind of like Star Wars, Harry Potter, or the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a way, kind of like those. It actually happens to every movie, so it's nothing too special. But yeah, this was an awesome game, and this is actually the first game, but also one more thing reason why I make so list is because this was the game that inspired me to make bigger purchases. So it's like this is the first game, this is the first item that I ever spent over $100 on. That actually was the case that at the time it was the most I ever spent on the game until another item which you'll see later in the video. But still really awesome to have this game, and really awesome to have it complete in box. I don't think I'll ever get a complete N64 collection, but I am glad to have this one. I will, and I do hope to get Mario Party 1 2 complete in box someday. N64 is not really my thing to collect, but again, another awesome game. So that's number 9. Alright, number 8 is actually not a game or a collectible. It's actually an accessory. And I had this accessory as a kid, and believe it or not, this is the exact same thing that I owned back in the day, and I hid it until I found it, and I didn't use it for a while, but it's still awesome to have. And that is the Guitar Hero guitar. Now, I actually had a lot of the Guitar Heroes on Wii, but I sold them, or I got rid of them for some reason. I don't know why. I do have one of the Guitar Hero games that in my Wii collection, which is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's Guitar Hero 3. I don't have the other ones, sadly, but I do have Guitar Hero 3 on the Wii, and I also have an 360 as well, as you saw in my 360 collection video. But still, this is actually my childhood guitar that I had, and I don't have a 360 guitar, but which I am looking for one, but because obviously I need one so that I can play Guitar Hero Tour or the other guitars. So I need those for my set, but they're really hard to get. But not hard to get, but like some guitars do hold their value. But yeah, that was really cool to have this. I love Guitar Hero back in the day, and another reason why I love this thing so much is because when I got Guitar Hero 2 on 360, I believe I got it at GameStop. Although I saw a condition upgrade, but I passed on it. But then I got Guitar Hero 3, and that's the one I beat. I actually did beat Guitar Hero 2, but this thing is actually single. I'm not sure why. But yeah, this is the back, and this is the front. So I actually didn't realize that you can actually use a guitar or an Xbox 360 controller. Now, don't get me wrong. I would not use the controller on hard or super expert, because you're gonna fail easily. Like I highly recommend you use if you're using a controller, want to play Guitar Hero 2 and 3, play on easy or medium. If you're good at easy, try medium. Do not play on hard. Like, it's impossible to 100% it without getting the guitar, but it is possible to beat it without it. So as long as it's possible to beat, that's what matters, and that's why this thing's actually really cool that I still have this, and that's why it's number 8. Coming out of number 7, we have a little bit of an oddity. It is a cool oddity because not a lot of people have this, and not a lot of people have this factory sealed, and that is Catan. I don't have an N-Gage, but I got this because I saw a really good price on it, and I thought I just have to get this because, and on top of that, it's a Capcom game, and this will be a cool oddity for Capcom because obviously you never see this, and on top of that, there's a lot of Capcom games you probably never seen in the wild or never heard of. So I love Mega Man, I love Resident Evil, and Devil May Cry and Street Fighter are really, really good, or amazing. So if I were to get every Capcom game, which is not easy to do because there's so many and they're pretty expensive, this is one that is a cool little oddity that they made, and so that's why I'm really glad to have it. And it's actually making the list, and I apologize for the glare, but it makes the list because of the fact that I got this factory sealed for a complete at the time. I got this for a complete copy. I got this factory sealed for a complete copy, and now look at a complete copy. How much? Yeah, it's a lot. I haven't checked now, but it's really, really cool to have this, and that's why it's NumberSeven. Alright, coming in at NumberSix, we have one of my favorite Wii games of all time, if not my favorite Wii game of all time, is Super Mario Galaxy 2. I almost said Tales of, but Super Mario Galaxy 2. I almost said Tales of the Funny Dollar New World. Super Mario Galaxy 2. This is a masterpiece of a game. This game gets everything right. I know a lot of people compare like Mario Galaxy more compared to 2, but this was the one I grew up on. So it's actually really, really cool that I have this. Yes. And I don't think there will be a point that this game is actually going up in price. It's getting near the not 100. This is like a $30 game now. So because it's so popular, not because it's hard to find. Same thing with Mario Party 3, but yeah, this is one of my favorite games. This is one of my favorite games of all time. So there's no secret. And on top of that, this is my childhood copy, which is actually the same case for another game, which you'll see in a moment. But this is probably my favorite. This is my favorite Wii game and probably my favorite Mario game of all time. No questions asked. Moving on. Alright, coming on NumberFive, and this is the part that I'm actually showing you a picture of it, and not actually the system. Which you can see the system over there, but you're not seeing it in close up. You're gonna see a picture of it. I'm sorry, it's not that I'm lazy. Just I really want to protect it due to how much I paid and how much it's going for now, and it's the only system on here, and that's the PlayStation 2. Again, this is a photo because mainly because this is I paid a lot cheap compared to as a ghost store. So let me explain. I'm actually gonna put my phone down now so I can explain the story. So basically, with the PlayStation 2, I found the system. The reason why it's NumberFive, I found the PlayStation 2 at a Goodwill for $20. And it was a little bit of a risk because it is at a thrift store, but it paid off. It actually works. The only thing I was missing now was a memory card, and I believe a memory card, which was $10, but not we count that, and a controller, which was not a legitimate controller, but it was a controller either way. And it's still amazing that I have this exact PlayStation 2 that I got at Goodwill. Got it for $20, and it worked. I mean, it was tough to getting it back, but it turned out it was worth it because I did have enough money. So if I didn't get the PlayStation 2 out of Goodwill, I wouldn't be where I am. I mean, I don't have a lot of PlayStation 2 games, but I wouldn't be where I am today. So in terms of PlayStation 2, I don't have a lot of PlayStation 2 games, but if I didn't have made that purchase, I wouldn't have played games like Persona 3 or Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or Odin Spear or any of those types of games. It's amazing that I have this, and really great purchase. And on top of that, the PlayStation 2 is one of the greatest systems ever made. We're never going to get a system much greater than that, from what I heard. So, yeah, it's at NumberFive. So, coming out of NumberFour is a game that holds a special place in my heart. This is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. And it's my favorite game in this franchise. And it's no mistaking that I feel it's much better than another game which I'll mention. And it's Persona 4 Golden. So, this is one of my favorite games. This is one of my favorite RPGs. On top of that, this is one of my favorite games of all time. And the reason why, and this is NumberFour because back when I got this game, show it like this. There we go. Back when I got this game, I heard a lot about it. After a while, I decided to find out what the fuss was about. It was back in the day, and so I played it, and I don't want to say as if it's the best. It changed my life, because then I could be like, it's the best game ever, and that's not what I'm trying to be. Because obviously it's not, because it does have a little bit. I mean, yeah, it is the perfect Persona game, but of course every game does have its problems. And so I will say that, like, I mean, I, but again, this is an amazing game, and I love this game. And this was the game that and just so happens that when I just so happens a month after before a month after I played this game, they announced Joker from Persona 5 and Super Smash Bros. So I was loving, and obviously you can tell this girl right here, her name's Chie. She has been the one I fell in love with, because she's my favorite Persona character for a variety of reasons. Yeah, this is an amazing game, my favorite Persona game of all time. And Persona 3 is also an awesome game. Actually, Persona 3 is an amazing hidden gem. I don't see a lot of people talking about Persona 3, but yeah, this again, I love this game. I can't say that this game changed my life. That's actually another game name which we'll see. But yeah, I love this game, and one of my favorites of all time. And one more thing I will mention about Persona, just so happens that while thinking about Persona, Scott the Woz, if you might remember, he's a popular YouTuber. Recently, in a couple of videos in a row, have been showing Persona 5, more accurately Persona 5 Royal, when he hasn't played the game, or like when he hasn't mentioned it. Like in his recent episode, Game Delays, he mentioned to show footage of Persona 5, it does not even talk about it. Like, for God's sakes, if you want to play the game, if you mention it for show footage, at least talk about it instead of just showing us little footage just to be a Persona memer. Regardless of my complaining, Persona 4 Golden is one of my favorite games of all time, and I love the characters, I love the settings. This is easily the best view of the game you can possibly get, and it's also and now more people are going to be playing this game because it's on Steam. So another awesome game, and that's number 4. Oh, and by the way, it is the cartridge is still there. It is complete. I don't need to give the manual, so it's complete. We're down to the last 3. Coming in at number 3, we have my favorite Pokemon game of all time, Pokemon Black 2. So this was, this isn't my favorite Pokemon game. Actually, this is my second favorite. That's what I meant to say. But this was the first one I ever got, and it's actually number 3 because this is actually one of the rarest and most expensive DS games complete in box. But what's even more rare is that this is my childhood copy. Hey, I'm not joking. I bought this back in I believe March in 2013. My father bought this for me back in March in 2013, and this is again one of my favorite pieces in my collection because this was my first Pokemon game, and like back in the day, I was just playing stuff like Mario, Sonic, or just this other stuff which I thought was stupid. Which at the time I thought was stupid. I don't think it's stupid now, but I just don't care about one franchise. That's it. But then I played this game, and this is the reason what got me to play other games in the first place. Like, this was the game that pretty much inspired me to have a bigger Wii collection before I sold my Wii collection, and then I sold my third-party games, and then I restarted my third-party games. Now, I don't remember which out of the third-party games I used to have. I do remember there were a couple Sonic games I used to have, and I believe I used to have, what else did I used to have? No, I'm thinking. Oh, I used to have one of the Sam Max, and I used to have a few Game Show games. So I am looking for those, but again, that's getting off topic. This is an awesome game. It's the back, and I'm just going to show you the cartridge. Obviously without destroying it. So this is my charted copy. Here's the cartridge. This is complete. Obviously keeping that genocide thing, but it's obviously now gone, so you can no longer get the mystical Pokemon genocide in this one. But regardless, this is an amazing game, and it's one of my favorite pieces in my collection because this is my childhood copy. So I love this game. So yeah, that's number 3. We're down at the last 2, and coming in at number 2, we have my most expensive Super Nintendo game. And if you guys saw my second pickup video, you guys probably know what it is. It's Demon's Crest, complete in box. So, oh my god, so this game has gone up has constantly been going up and up in price. And at the time, I always wanted like a rare and expensive Super Nintendo game, but I knew that I'd probably never get one. So when I saw this up for sale on eBay. Obviously this is legit because I asked him if everything was legit before I purchased, and it turns out everything is legit. Like you can see the stickers, the stickers make this box more legit. There's actually stickers on the cartridge, edge, and we're on the manual. But the plus side, that makes everything more authentic. If there's something a tiny bit wrong with the cartridge or something, that adds authenticity to pretty much all the box manual and cards. Like if it's something not in mint condition, something's not in mint condition, that it goes more authenticity. But again, this is something I always wanted. I always wanted a rare expensive Super Nintendo game, and this was the one I got. So, and now like this game goes for like price rating has this game at $315, but this game goes for like $400 to $500 on eBay. You're probably not gonna find this game in the wild, complete in box. So it's actually really, really cool that I have this, and just like with Mario Party 3, it's in the box protector. There's that I can protect it. Again, it's one of my favorite pieces in in the collection, and this artwork is so damn cool. Like it's like a death metal CD cover. I know Sid Cooper said it best, but really awesome game, and it is my most expensive game. So now moving on to number 1. So we're now at number 1. This is easy. If you guys saw my pickup video 3, which I doubt any of you guys have seen, you guys will notice that I was super excited when I officially got this, and now this is pretty much my favorite piece in my entire collection, and I have a lot to say about it. This is. This is the Tales of Exilia Collector's Edition. So, when I showcased Persona 4 Golden, I said I wouldn't say this is the game that changed my life. I was trying to make a recurrent for this game. This is the game that actually changed my life. Even how I look at JRPGs. Which obviously got a sequel, but again, I love this. I love this game, and this is because like this game changed my life. This is now my favorite RPG of all time. Oh, but it's even better. I have this game factory sealed. You can possibly see, but no, I'm not joking. I have this game factory sealed. I'm gonna put it down because I don't want to damage it, but again, like this game is so. Like it's such an amazing game, and like it's one of my favorite games of all time. It's my favorite RPG of all time. Favorite game of all time though, I have to really judge between there's a lot more games I love so much that it's hard for me to tell. I have to decide a little bit. I have to judge it more to get a woman just to officially decide what's my favorite game of all time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a critic, like, I'm not a video game critic, like, something like, IGN, and, GameSpot. Oh, and obviously, I'm not the nostalgia critic, which, by the way, I've been getting, speaking of that, I've been watching a lot more nostalgia critic recently, but then it's a mask. But anyway, hey, I'm gonna get that one more time. So, this is my favorite piece. This is my favorite piece in the collection. And it's actually really amazing that I have this. I never thought I actually have this, and I never thought I actually have this factory sealed, which is so crazy. Like, I did pay over $100, but again, it's so worth it. If you have not got this, this is easily worth the money. If you can find it factory sealed, I'd be happy, and I would love to. And if you guys, if I see it, if there's any people that have it, they want to get the collector's editions, and that will be amazing. I would love to get the Tales of Xillia 2 collector's edition, as well as Symphonia Dawn of New Worlds collector's edition, and also Tales of Cesaria's collector's edition. There's not many made of those either, and there's also not many collector's edition for Tales of Berseria. But I think it's so damn expensive. That's gonna have to wait a while, I'm afraid. But regardless, it's one of my favorite pieces in the collection. I'm really glad to have it. So anyway, I actually gotta get something to eat, so I'm gonna stop right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys, be sure to like this video. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing rest of your day.